So, hey folks, I didn't tell you about a week and a half, 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks ago. I was using me mate's 800R BRP Outlander or Can-Am Outlander to drag some logs around the place to pull them back here so we could cut them up for firewood. And anyway, I put it into four-wheel drive, and there's a little tricky spot down the end there. I was barely moving, but I was kind of going around and up a little steep hill to get around up onto the other road, and it was a bit. Just thought I'd try and show you this. We've been watching the sunset, and it's been some insane colour. This camera's not doing it justice, but it's just been trippy colours all over the north. Over here, that's kind of pointing northwest, right through there. Let's see. It's just, yeah, and all out here now where it's all gone all dull. If you check my Instagram, you'll see some photos of that. It was just mad. I've never really seen a sunset light up clouds to the east the way it did tonight. It was quite trippy. Anyway, back to this quad. So what happened was I went around this tight, and was kind of a little steep rise and then a tight right, and I had it in four-wheel drive, and I was just idling along, not giving it anything. And when I come to this little rise, it was kind of lagging a bit, It's so I gave it a little bit, and there's a little dead spot in the throttle. Anyway, when I hit it, it's hit the throttle. It's leapt up over this little rise. I wasn't prepared for it, and on the other side is basically a vertical embankment. So this big jigger here, this 360 kilo Can-Am, because I had it in four-wheel drive, decided it was going to climb up the side of the hill. If I'd had it in two-wheel drive, it probably would have just done a little sideways spin, and I would have been on the road, and it would have been all good. But no, I had it in four-wheel drive, and it climbed up the side of the hill. Basically, went up vertically up the side of the hill, and then it went up, came back over backwards on an angle, and landed on all of this front corner. The wheel went into the ditch, the table drain ditch at the bottom of the rise, and all of this on this side, all the cowl, that cowl there, this and everything, basically took the brunt of it. That's the air cleaner that's under the cowl. It's in about 14 pieces. Bent the steering bars, just, they basically folded down inside here. They're in the back of the car at the moment. We're going to buy a new set of them. The steering tube that runs down through here that controls your steering. There's the two tie rod ends, or steering controller ends. So it comes up through here. It was basically bent right over that side. So we've got a bloke that's got that. He's going to cut it, sleeve it, put it back together for us. This aluminium frame here, this holds up all the supports, all the plastic work and everything like that. When it came down, this got bent fairly bad. So what I did is end up cut it here. I put a sleeve in it, drilled through so that it was all sleeved up, and in here is metal epoxy. So, and I don't know whether you'll be able to see it, but yeah, there it is. just here. I tapped a thread in there and put a grub screw in, so that pulls the internal sleeve that's in here. Even though it's epoxied, it's also got a grub screw that holds it there, so it can't pull either way. So I got that all straightened up. It was fairly badly bent. Yeah, so now I'm just we're just fixing it all up and doing a few modifications and things. There's a couple of switches in on this side that were a bit old and done, so I've got some switches of mine. I've mounted them in there, so when we rewire it all up, we'll do that. I've cleaned up the seats, cleaned up the dashboard. Basically, this chair, unfortunately, got a tear there, so I'm going to repair that, glue it, seal it, repair it. So that'll be all good. On here, there's a bit of a, now you can see that crack there, it's more visible there. So what I'm doing is I'll join it up. This is aluminium mesh, so I'll cut and shape that, put that in there, then melt that into here on the back to reinforce it and clean all that up. So get that all straight again, and anything else that's cracked, we'll do that. But yeah, unfortunately this thing, the air cleaner, yeah, she's a bit cactus. It's a little bit beyond, I probably could, but it's a bit beyond that, I think. So Chris is hunting around to see if he can find an OEM one or a replacement one, second-hand one. Other than that, it's all pretty good. We'll get the handlebars, get all that fixed up. When it came down, I kind of jumped out of the way so I didn't get hit by it, but I seem to have hit me left leg on my calf muscle. It's all good now, of course, but I caught it pretty bad. It was yeah, I was limping around for a few days. But yeah, I kind of wasn't going to tell anyone about this one. It was a bit shame. But anyway, all right. Well, if you've been watching so far, I might do a couple of videos on what we're doing to fix it all up. I should have showed you what I did with this, but managed to sort all that out, straightened it all up, sleeved it. So yeah, yeah. Anyway, back to what you was doing.